We are back at the BeastCamp podcast, season 4, episode 2, with amazing special guests, Spartan and KONKRETE. Yes, sir. This is a Black Friday. This is what we decided to do for Black Friday.
It's not Black Friday because we're in the future.
Is that?
No.
No? Oh, we're not in Black Friday.
All right, so we're back for yet another tasteless episode. No, I'm joking.
Jeez.
We're going to give you guys a lot of clickbait. We're going to give you guys a lot of things to talk about and complain about. We're going to drop a lot of gems. We're going to give you guys a lot of information. We're going to catch you guys up on where we've been in our lives and what we've been doing, you know. And we're going to have fun. Most of all, you know, this is a safe place. Everybody can be themselves. You know, I'm with my fellow co-hosts.
He's excited about this.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I'm with my fellow co-hosts. You know, every time I come here, we have a good time, you know.
Every time.
Shout out to Rev on the camera. Big clap. That's how we cut this scenes.
How we cut this?
So, yeah, man, it's just another day here in the Krump culture.
It's tight.
Where you guys want to start?
Well, this is the first time we got KONKRETE, so
Yeah, for
man.
sure.
yeah. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
Oh, man, you know.
You got a lot to talk about.
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Yeah. I like to observe. And, you know, I love to observe for a long time.
I feel.
And boomerang people. So when you feel like you forgot about it, that's when I bring it up. Like, hey, when I was gone.
So let's get into it, but we could like start from like
Man.
back. We could start forwards to backwards because it's easier for the timeline. So
Of
just how
course.
does it feel being off of tour with the Queen, Beyonce,
Wow.
getting back into this Krump movement, maneuvering around the industry, not living out of a hotel bag, luggage.
Man, you know, it's naturally, I'm so used to moving now. Like, after 5 months of moving, gotta keep that momentum. So I'm trying to find a healthy balance because I know Krump is still learning. And I ain't gonna sit here and be like, I'm hella far ahead, but it's people that's hungry and Krump. You know, it's people that want to work, that want to do these things. So I'm just so anxious to get it to them. But at the same time, my body ain't. My body ain't anxious to do anything. My body like, yeah, you want to, but we gonna sit down.
Right.
So I've just been, you know, resting and just not force feeding it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, for sure. Because a lot of people don't get that part, that momentum part. Like a lot of people will sit and coast and kind of expect what they just did to kind of do the next thing for them.
yeah,
And that's where people get kind of complacent and whatnot. So it gets a little crazy.
but yeah, it's we were talking about momentum and stuff. And
Yeah, a lot of people don't get the momentum part. They expect like what they just did to do the next thing for them. They don't know that like it's work that comes with every step and every accomplishment too. You kind of got to do like double the work once you get an accomplishment done. It's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, it's a different world, bro. I feel like I swam out to sea hella far and just stopped. Like, all right, so what do we do here? You know, just new. It's a new atmosphere, but it's like, you know, a lot of stuff can't be done without a team. You know, so just taking that's what I learned from the tour though. Like, the team, they be working, bro.
So was you like booked through like an agency, or how did you like get booked?
You know what? I've been independent for a couple years now. Since the 7M thing. So I was independent before. I was booking stuff before, but I wanted to mess with and see what was going on with B-Dash, and then that 7M shit happened. Can I say shit?
Yes.
All right, cool. And that the 7M shit happened, and then that happened, and after that, I said, you know what, I'm gonna stick to being independent and really be who these dancers think they say they are. Is independent, but all of them got agents and stuff. So I did it for a year just to learn where relationship could take you, like as far as business. Because one thing, LaRussell, I look at LaRussell a lot. He's from somewhat of the same area, but it was dope because I think he said something on the lines of somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but business can be personal because it's relationship based.
Yeah.
The best business comes from the best relationships. So there's times I've worked for Chris Scott for free, and then next thing you know, he gives me a job for like 5-6 digits. You know what I mean? So, but I kept that relationship, but you got to be careful because I kept the relationship with he who must not be named, and nothing happened. But I put in time because I know the importance of relationship. You know what I mean? So, but that right there is it's a very big key for Krumpers to hear, man. Like, I did it with no agent, and I got on the tour with no agent.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, what advice do you have? Because that's like a dancer's dream,
Yeah. I didn't even know it was. You know what?
And that's like the top. Beyonce is like.
Yeah, people like prayed to get on that tour. So literal pray.
What advice, like before, while you're on tour, after?
Well, to get seen like that, it's all about what you do as far as branding and the consistency of using these platforms. Because I don't know why people think social media is new, but YouTube is social media. So I've been on YouTube since high school, you know what I mean? So not on it, but watching it, I know how it works. So it's the same for me, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? It's just giving me a lazier way to make YouTube videos. So let me just do this real quick, and I learned a lot of stuff from being in 7M too. And that was like, I took them same methods. I was like, forget the morality of it. Let me take the business part of it. You know what I'm saying? And keep it going. And utilizing these social media platforms, it gets you somewhere crazy. Like, I believe B seen me on Instagram, so nobody can tell me nothing. So it's like, and I got booked, through one of the homegirls. Yeah. And so B handpicked me from a video she seen.
Wow.
And that was a Krump video, no choreo. It was straight, raw, locks flaring. Mm-hmm. I want him. I was like.
And you even got connected to Busta Rhymes on Instagram too, huh? Yeah. And I thank Tina for that. Remember Tina? Mm-hmm. Tina was getting extra bucks. She was a redhead girl. She don't got redhead no more, but she was getting live to one of the tracks. The Calm Down, nigga. Mm-hmm. Ready on the right. Hey, yo. And Bus hit her up, and she guided him to me. Mm-hmm. And then I've been, people don't know this, bro, but I've been talking with Bus for like 5 years, behind closed doors, man. And it was like, it's still surreal, you know what I mean? Because he calls me family. And what's dope is, I'm going to put this video out on why I see Krump somewhere crazy, because he know what it is, but he don't know what it is, though. But he know. Yeah. It's so weird to say that, but it's a true thing. And that being said, he said he felt like he met a whole network. Mm-hmm. And that was word for word. And I said, boom, because you did. You know what I mean? Like, we got stuff to show.
We got beast camps. We got, you know what I'm saying, we got Savage Culture. We have Bare Truth. We have Dang Attire. We have DC. We have like people who, and then that's just in the States. You know what I'm saying? So Busta, you know, I have a plan for Krump to really keep that relationship, because when the movement has a relationship with an artist like that, it's different. It's over bookings and stuff that we don't have to worry about that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because that comes. But that Busta relationship, bro, I don't want it just to be a Concrete and Busta thing, because that's how it happened. But he got to know what Krump is, bro. You know. So, and he came to one of the sessions.
Yeah, how did that feel? I remember, but yeah.
Man.
Well, listen, he was welfare. I mean, yeah, how did that feel?
For you.
I don't know what. I didn't think he was going to come.
Yeah.
Because he was just like, I'm a come king for real. I'll be there. Don't even just send me the Addy. All right. So I'm like, whatever, bro. Yeah, he ain't coming. He pull up in 2 black trucks. Bust 2 black trucks. Who's in the other one? You know what I mean? Who's in the other one? You know what I mean? And he pull up and he come out with a big old diamond chain. And he walk in there, and this is not a lot of people. That's what it was funny to me. Because, you know, then I didn't really throw the event for that. I was just like, somebody, you know, bus may pop up, I don't know. But a lot of people didn't come. But it was a good amount, you know, but I knew it could have been more, you know what I'm saying? And then people start trickling in, and he starts seeing the key people Krump, though. You know what I mean? He saw Spartan get off, and then Beast, he saw you get bucked for real. And then he said he had this moment with Hitman, bro.
And Hitman Round is legendary.
Bro, Busta was rhyming. He was rapping the song. It was that New York, Jersey, Philly, East Coast. And but it was a verse. You know the verse I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He kept rapping. He was rapping the verse.
Busta Rhymes was rapping
and
at each other.
Hitman was hitting the lyrics while Busta was like, and I was looking like, bro, I exploded, bro. It was like the best. That was the best experience, bro. And it let me know what. Now we can get into some real stuff. It let me know how to throw events for real. You know what I mean? I didn't do that I didn't get no money from that. I evened out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a money scheme for me. Right. The reason why I haven't thrown events in years is because I knew at an early age that you're not supposed to be making money trying to do it for money. Right. You know what I mean? You do it to give the experience, and stuff comes. Mm-hmm. But bro, I had a $1,200 budget. Mm.
And got busted.
But I got him through relationship. Right. And, you know, it's just the time that we hate to put in, you got to put in that time. Behind closed doors. You got to venture out. You got to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So, you know, Krumpers, bro, it's possible. All I had to do was just not listen to a few things. And just find where I fit in, you know? So, and we all fit in. Mm. You know, he know what it is for real. Now I'm working on Timberland. You know, we got to get Timberland in here. New Era. I just found out New Era found out who we are. So, but what are we doing to keep that relationship?
Right. What were some of the things that you were hearing that you didn't follow?
You know, I would hear things. It just depends on the category, because it was so many
eras.
It was so many things, bro. I know one thing was down talking the industry, and you know, it was bitter people telling me, and freestylers, you know, and some of them Krumpers, you know, just bitter about the industry. And I said, well, I think, you know, I'm just not scared of it. I'm not. This is people. You know, if you know how to maintain relationship with people, if you know how to have a conversation with a person, then the industry shouldn't be anything. You know, you could tell somebody motives by just asking a few questions. Right. You know, and a lot of people are in it for in the industry for that one thing, and we don't know what it is, but it's that one thing. Like, so we all have that. But man, I've heard that, don't go to the industry, basically. You gotta stop crumping. I've heard stop crumping by pastors. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's how I got here. Like, that'd be selfish if I just stop crumping. You know what I mean? Because there's somebody that's watching me, So I've heard these things, stop crumping, and you're going to have to do a lot more commercial things, which is fine. I understand the commercial aspect of it, but it has to be a balance. Yeah, I've heard stop crumping by, even pastors said it, to be more commercial, or I don't know. Sometimes crump doesn't look godly. That's crazy. I don't know what I've heard this before, not by my recent situation, but I've heard it before, and it's just, people who don't understand. But there's levels of people who don't understand. There's ones that criticize it, and then there's ones that stay away from it. Yeah, bro, I've heard it all. I've heard everything. Everything, bro. The most I've heard was 7M, and when I was at 7M. And, at first, it looked like just a whole bunch of haters, because we're just posting dance videos. So that actually brought out a lot of hearts. I learned a lot about just posting dance videos every day. We didn't say a word. That's one thing we did not do, is say a word. We just kept posting. But I seen that that's how we gotta work for this to work. And this can work. It's happened to us before I went on tour. Me, Beast, and News got together and just started going dumb, and then Jamar came, and then Doc came along, Hitman, and then Miho. Then we just start posting content with Mo, and it's the same method, bro. And it's not a method; it's just consistency. I forgot where I was going with this, but yeah, I learned a lot from that situation, because I heard the most talk while doing the least amount of talking, from people that I'm like, wow, that's insane. But I just look at them like, I have so many snapshots, it ain't even funny. I'm the king of sarcasm and looking at you in your face with something that you said about me. So I just don't say nothing, bro, because I got too many responsibilities, you know what I mean? And that's, nobody care about politics, bro. I've talked about people. So it's all good.
Well, one of the questions was explain the onlys.
All right. Well, that was mostly my doing, so I guess I'll explain that. All right, the onlys.
Live.
Yeah, the onlys originated in a time where me and KONKRETE were being compared to some of our other counterparts in the sport that were previously in the ranks that we were in. And I didn't so much like that too much. So I came up with a countermeasure to make sure we can diversify our portfolio from the other people in such rankings.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. And it was tight though.
Yeah. It was basically an era of time where I just didn't like niggas comparing us to other niggas. So I had to make it like, we the onlys. We the onlys. They had what they had. They had their time. And now is our time. It just so happens that a decade later, it's still our time. You know,
Yeah,
so
bro.
we might as well keep it going and keep it flowing.
So would it have a new meaning of nowadays, or?
I thought about it the other day, and I would say yeah, only because it's still like the brand. Like it's a brand that we kind of created. Like all of my brands have like rebel pushback kind of things behind it. So it's like it's the uncomparable, man. If you don't want to be compared to nothing or nobody else,
Yeah.
oh, no, man, I'm the only one at this. Like, yeah, you could pay homage to other people, but it's just like when you in the rap game and you know as rappers that might be better than you, but no, you gonna go in there and say, nah, man, I'm the best, man.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't care. That's the attitude that I've always had, regardless of what the stats was.
I agree.
So I guess that would be kind of the new remix on it.
Y'all just dropped an album.
Yep, 300 Blocks of Concrete 2.
Do you guys remember like the process of one? Because what was that, like 10 years ago?
Bro.
Yeah.
More than 10 years.
That was more so hustle mode.
Yeah, we made that.
Yeah, how was music making at that time for y'all?
I remember we used to make this
Oh
is the
my
thing.
God.
This is the thing about
People don't.
before, like, I swear I'm gonna start a Patreon soon so y'all can, so I don't have to like speak in parables for you guys that like to
Yeah, 'cause-
live on the internet, right?
Man, it's so
But
deep.
that was during a time where we could do whatever we wanted to. This is the thing about Krump tracks. Before, like, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take the bold stand here, you guys. Kind of just tired of it. The reason why we were able to control the sound is because we put in the most work dancing. Out of all of the Krump track makers that were making tracks, no one was dancing more than us.
Dancing like that.
Even the people
do it
that
now.
made tracks before us,
Bet on it now.
there was nobody at the time that was making tracks dancing before us. So there was nobody that would know what the new sounds were at a time. We were making a new sound and making moves to them. So the fact that me or someone else could, from our like area or from our group, could go on the internet and look and see people dance like us, and then go to see the track makers make tracks like us, that should go to say that we set the standard for certain things.
Yeah.
Which is cool. You know, I pay homage to everybody else. I have my favorites. I learn from other people. But when it comes to this right here, the 300 Blocks of Concrete was like a super experimental kind of sound for us. Like, it wasn't the average, like, with that's what that era was. It was being the most experimental. You had Martyr, the old boy, and why he was making sounds that nobody was even thinking to put, like, now y'all like go to the drum kits, like y'all go on Looperman, get some samples, pitch it down,
Take our tracks, make whole albums, loop them and sell them.
yeah, take our sounds. I find my sounds in y'all drum kits. Like, it's crazy. I find his sounds in y'all drum kits. It's real.
It's real.
It is interesting.
It came from a time where we were taking snares and making horns out of them or we was making melodies out of pitched down, stretched out snares. Our sounds were crazy at the time. We was making them out of whatever because it was, we wanted it to match our style of buckness that we was doing. So we had to make like, it was a lot. It was a lot for the process. It was hustle mode too, but at the same time, it was a lot of experimentation that went into like that era of track making.
How much we went into the lab with dance is how much we went into music. Like, what if we, and you know, he said, name some examples. What if we do this? Like, make sounds out of this. Like, so what we do that in the lab though. Like in the, you know, when we crumping, it's like, hey man, what if we like, we making a track and like lab into it? Like, what if we, you know what I'm saying? So there's always a time of innovation in Krump. You know what I mean? And we actually found our innovation time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, like,
it takes time. It takes time. The sound will choose you. Like, if you put enough time into making Krump tracks, Krump will give you, it'll spend time with you right back. Because there's been times where I spend like a week trying to make tracks and don't none come out. And he sit down at the computer and he sit there for 3 minutes and make a track and it be fire. I'll be like, well, it's not my time.
A whole album come out.
And he'll make a whole album right there. And I'll be like, all right. Yeah. That's crazy. So it'll choose you. Yeah. You know, you just gotta put the time in. That's it.
Yeah. I think, you know, track game right now is...
Yeah, how do you feel about the track game?
I miss, personally, bro, like, Bravo, like, it's so cold, bro. Yeah. Like, as a producer, I think he surpassed Krump a long time ago. Like, as a producer, I think we should help put Bravo on.
Don't give Bravo Damo his flowers, man.
Like, everybody. It's about time. The man is like winning competitions from, bro. For me, he legit as a producer. The Krump label's out because a legend told him that his beats is fire, which is Busta. The debate is over. Like, the people, I remember Spartan was making a beat 3 years ago. I was in Texas, and I was like, let me send this to Bus. He was like, yo, what the? Fire. Like, hella emojis. I said, bro, solidified, bro. Because if you're impressing somebody who does this, I'm sorry, bro. Yeah. The debate is over. Yeah. Bravo got accolades from beat legends, bro. Producer legends that street, like, you be like, who told you good? And you ain't never met him. Like, as a producer. There's big producers ain't never met some producers that Bravo met. And people got to know that. You know what I mean? So shout out to Bravo. But everybody finding a sound, though. Everybody got a sound. And I respect it.
I feel a way about it.
Yeah, and I was going to get to that. I was going to get to that. But I do feel a way about it, man.
I feel a way about it because, look, subscribe to the Patreon. Whenever it comes out, 2024, subscribe to the Patreon because I'm going to start saying names, bro. Like, we really, like, bro, people try to act like... This is one thing I do want to speak to, though. There is... Since Krump... I don't want to act like Krump is, like... is old as like hip hop. I'm not saying it's old, but it's like as aged as hip hop. We still growing, and there still is like generational gaps when it comes to information and music and footage and things like that. So it's not like back in the day where we had like a Krump Kings forum, which was central for everybody to go to around the world. We don't have that. We working on that too. We'll get it probably again, but a lot of y'all. So the generational gap is what causes like the lack of knowledge with the music thing. But it's to the point where it's like I feel a way because it's just thievery, bro. Like, you can't sit up here and say like, and it's crazy to say it like this because sampling and all of that, and but it was really a time where myself, KONKRETE, Martyr, Bravo, we was really like curating. There was no sampling. Like, there was a time where I said, all right, we not putting no MOP nothing. Yeah. We not putting no samples. We not doing nothing. We started composing literally everything. And those things that were composed are in your guys' drum kits that you're trying to come around and say that you're the first one to start doing this and y'all beefing with us now. Bro, I'm the head honcho. I do and does this, bro. Yeah. Like, the people that y'all learn from, I taught them. Like, y'all gotta go back like 3, 4, 5 years to the first Savage Culture record label lineup. So y'all could kind of miss me with that. That's why I move out of the way and I go get the Crook, I go get the Street Voice, I go get the Dolo, I go get them, and I go get my team, and I let y'all know that these people do the same thing I do, bro. But don't get it twisted, because y'all just now started to put some shine on them. They been doing it. It's just they come through this way. Y'all know this way work, but y'all try to act like, oh, we don't see that. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Y'all know how I do with the tracks. Y'all know how I feel about the music. Y'all know how I feel about So go ahead and cop that 300 blocks of concrete.
It's depth to it. It's depth to it.
It's no skips. Who cares how much it costs, bro? It's art. Y'all just spent a bunch of money on Black Friday on some shit that y'all probably broke already.
Which was a few days ago.
Yeah, or which is not today.
Which is not today.
Let me get into this, bro. Y'all know I get the ranting and raving about this.
Let's go.
It's art. Y'all gotta understand how like spoiled we are as a culture when it comes to music. Music is a part of this art. Y'all see all these so-called artists and rappers and singers and all this. They on all these stages making all these money doing all these things. And a lot of them are not even really the talent behind these things. That's why there are things like writing camps and production camps and things like that. And these people are just the face of these things. That's not this over here. Like, you got to understand, when it comes to this culture that we have of Krump, we have everything here. And the fact that it's not massively distributed by some big pharma or whatever, or some company or whatever, it's not massively distributed by anybody. It should be appreciated a little bit more when it's given to you by someone in the culture directly, like with love. Like, people don't know those Savage Culture bomber jackets that came out probably a few years ago. I handmade every one of those. The first line of Savage Culture merch, I handmade everything.
I watched them wake up and do it in Vegas, like, right?
Yeah. Even before
that, yeah.
Like, and just buckled down, and it was problems, you know. But it's a one man team. Yeah, you miss some things, you pick up the slack later. But hey, it just comes with the that's the art, man. Like, me and him, you're not finding really nobody in the industry right now that's gonna get up, come up with an idea, make the beat from scratch, mix and master it, write to it, record ourselves, plan the visual, shoot the visual, put the visual out, choreograph the visual, get the dancers. Nobody's doing that right now.
And talking trash.
Like, nobody's doing that, to the point where when we do that and we say we do something crazy big for the culture and we put it out there, and then to a point where, like, sometimes we get shit on in the end, and it's just like, okay, let's go do it for something else other than Krump, and then y'all get mad at us like, oh, yo, what was it? So it's a double standard. So that's just kind of where I'm at when it comes to the art, bro. Like, it's not even.
Yeah, no, artists.
Nobody deserves to have a Drake album for $20. If we consider it art, nobody should be able to have an art or a piece of art in their phone for $20.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I get that. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
It's priceless,
like, yeah, like for these walls hand painted by Rev is to the point where is blood, sweat, and tears in that right there. You get it? His equity, his mess ups. He had, that's real art, and that's the same thing that each and every musician puts into this. And this, I would charge somebody $10,000 if they walked in here like, hey, could you do this to my studio?
10,000.
10,000. Yes, absolutely, 10,000. Because it's art, bro.
And it's forever.
But that's just a piece. Subscribe to the Patreon 2024.
How do you feel, Kevin, about just the music nowadays, or even like plans to execute?
Yeah. You know what? The executing, there are people, you know, I know there are people that's doing stuff behind, you know, closed doors and stuff. And I can't wait to see what that holds as well, because there's a lot of new producers out and stuff. So from what I see, you know, it's like we get it. We get the fact that, dang, we have our own sound. I think we're realizing that, like, yep, solidified, and I can make money with it. You know what I'm saying? So the creativity of the tracks, I think people are sticking to what works for them.
Yes.
And that could make you or break you in the long run. Because if you stick into what works, later on it's like, well, he's only going to stick to what works, you know? And there's going to have to be some type of, you know, either leap or growth or right turn or left turn, you know what I mean? A little switch. And so when you hear my tracks, they're mixed different. There's different kicks, because there, you know, when you hear, I talk about this a lot, bro. When you hear something, bro, it gives you a different feeling. For me, I feel different when I hear, this is how deep I dissect tracks. I feel different from when I hear a How Hood kick to a Boy and Y kick, the old Boy and Y kick. It's two different feelings. Or Xavier snare. You know what I mean? A hitman like kick and stuff like that. Like how he, you know, how he he used to side chain him and Rap. That side chain was cold, bruh. Like that's how far I like go into, you know what I mean, tracks. But people are not, I think people are just doing what works for them. So they stick to the same sound to where now they're noticed for that sound. You know what I mean? And it is all about, you know, branding and whatever. But for me, I don't believe tracks just sound the same. Like one perfect art, one of the best Krump producers, B-Dash, his tracks never sound the same. You be like, B-Dash, you made that? You made that? He be doing it. Because he made a track, I was like, nah, that Spartan didn't make that. That Muddy?
Yeah.
Spartan would never make Muddy, but he made it. You know what I mean?
5 minutes, dude.
He made it in 5 minutes. So Bravo be doing that, you know what I mean? But so it's like, and there's other producers. HB is cold, you know what I'm saying? Like
HB, man, let me say something to you, HB. ISO on me, camera A on me.
Oh man.
HB, let me tell you something. The next time you say one of these niggas that started making tracks almost a decade after you, next time you say one of these niggas is better than you, me and you personally.
Oh yeah, bro. You're too tight, bro.
Yeah, because these niggas can't hold a candle lit. It's out. I'm trying to tell you. HB, you tweaking, bro. You got some tracks. You got some. You got some. I don't ever want to see you make a list and you not at the top of your list, bro.
HB has an era, bro.
I get you. You go get the flowers, get your flowers, kumbaya, and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
HB, slap it.
HB has bangers, bro, for real. But you know, and right now, like I said, now the creativity, bro, people can get work. I think Krumpers should start knowing about sync licensing and like knowing how to make cold cash. Like this is probably too much info. I'll let you dip in my bank account real quick, but this is a couple years ago. This is when I was 25.
2024, man.
25 years old, bro. One of my tracks hit for $8,000 for 1:30. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, life's changed. I can't. That's why I started slowing down. Yeah, People thought I slowed down making Krump tracks. Like, oh, he don't make them no more. I said, yeah, for you.
That's how I survived in California. My first years here.
Yeah.
Sync licensing.
Bro, 4 laptops of tracks.
That Ellen.
That's crazy. That ain't never coming out. Never. You only getting 1 laptop of tracks.
Yeah.
But those tracks, I learned about sync licensing. He said, Ellen, what, the TV shows, you know what I mean? Like, $5K a pop. And I'm like, you know what?
I'm talking about his tracks that I put out, and they hit me up like, take that down.
Take that down. We want that.
That's ours now. Yeah.
Take it.
KOB did that.
Yeah.
And them did that. They said, this track right here. Remember the track we did for ABDC, the audition?
Yeah.
Dang, man.
Y'all made that track?
You don't need it. No, he made that one. It didn't sound like he made it, huh? See,
with the little,
so to keep it short, bro, trust. Don't be too afraid, you know what I mean, to tap into different sounds. Like, don't use that same kick all the time. And you know who I say that to? I say that to me. Or don't use that same snare. Don't even use the same BPM. Don't even use the same mix. Like, let this whole track be brighter and that other one be warmer. And then let that other one be louder, and then this one be a little more mixed, like polished. And it gives a different, you know, and it attests how patient you are with your music, you know.
Be as buck as you are in the lab with your track making, man. Be as experimental as you are in the lab. Be the same way with your track making, man.
Yeah,
the only way it's gonna come out as a buck.
That's why people asking for the album. I'm like, hey, albums take forever. You just used to getting spoon-fed this crap. Fast track food. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to drop this until it's fully cooked. Like my mama used to do us for Thanksgiving. Get out the kitchen. I'm going to pop shit out of you. You know what I mean? That's be one of them rounds. You test me, pop. See, you got out the kitchen. You got to get out. It ain't done yet. But you know, now my album not even done yet. The Self-Destruct. I have like 4 or 5 more tracks left. Like,
That's
you know,
been in the works
that's been in
the beginning of the year.
I'm only doing this one album, and the reason why is because it's a possibility for something, and I have to take that possibility before it drops.
Sign up to that Patreon.
So I can't drop it until it happened. And when it happened, I'm never making Krump tracks again.
For y'all.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm putting that. I'm done. Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited about, you know, what I have to give to the community too, though, because you know that's what it's all about too, man. I'm really trying to just pave a way for people who want to do these things. And shout out to the goons who don't, because those are the ones I like to get buck with. You know, they just ready for whatever, bro. You know what I mean?
I guess the age-old question, what do you guys feel with the current state of Krump now?
Woo. I mean,
Current state of the culture now.
It was like your third time I asked you this.
No, we answered it. We answered it at the last little interview. You know what I mean? But it's
current state of the culture now. I'm gonna keep on saying it.
Yeah.
He's gonna start practicing.
Hey, let me tell you, bro.
This is the thing.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. 'Cause I like where East get on this.
You gotta, yeah. All right, it's levels, man. A lot of y'all gotta realize. All right, let's start with the levels, man. Let's start with the level. We're gonna start from the bottom of the levels, man. The bottom levels is the newer Krumpers that's coming in, new age Krumpers that's coming in, just seeing the style for the first time. Other styles coming in, seeing, oh, I want to do this. Okay, we're gonna start with y'all. All right, y'all get like the mid-tier smoke from me, just a little bit, because we've been doing this for 2 decades. Okay,
Dang.
so we know Krump is tight. We know that it's like, yeah, Krump is buck. I want to do that. The energy, it's the vibe. We know that. we also know that y'all don't know that. So when we welcome y'all in, be appreciative of the welcome, because we didn't used to be so welcoming as Krumpers. Because the newer people will come in and then they take and then they go away, and then there are Krumpers somewhere else
teaching, like
randomly, which is, to each his own. But if you come, share, fam. Okay, a lot of you was friends, or y'all was family with people before y'all was friends with people, so y'all didn't mesh well over time. But get with the culture and the art. All right, so the people after that, the tier after that, I would say that's like, let's just say the intermediate Krumpers. Y'all get no smoke from me. The icons, the Anus, the Horaces.
Who Aubrey be? Aubrey new gen.
Aubrey's new gen, but
he climbed.
He got that fast hunger. It's about your hunger. That's how quick you climb up these tiers. All right. All right. So y'all really don't get no smoke from me right there. All right. Now y'all OGs. Now this is where it get mixy with the OGs and the vets and the legends and all of that. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all a summary from whatever ranking that I live in. Me and my constituents don't give a fuck. We don't care about the stories. We don't care about who made what. We don't care about the history. We only care about what are we doing from here on out.
Yeah.
We only care about how do we make the new people better, and the people before us, how do we get them the recognition if they want to work. That's all we care about, bro. If you don't want to work, stay your ass on the internet, stay in the comments, stay in the views, because we need them to rack up. Don't try and come over here and interfere with any process that we have going on. Okay? That's with love. You heard? For real. So all like my overseas people that don't know what really goes on here,
you gotta know, man. You
gotta like do your due diligence and try and like get with the people and get the whole story, man, because it's a lot goes on here, and then at the same time a lot doesn't. Like, you pretty much see what goes on here in the States other than the behind the scenes of the work that goes into showing you what goes on camera. That's pretty much the only thing that you don't see.
Which you will be seeing soon.
Yeah, but ain't nobody ducking from no, bro. I'm the biggest. I'm in these streets, bro. Ain't nobody out here ducking no smoke from nobody. Okay. I'm the part of Krump that's like, I don't think we should go over there. Still, that's me. Like, I'm still the person that's trying to like keep the sport of battling relative, because that's me, man. I know everybody just want to listen to the hearsays of what battling did to the culture and all. Who cares, man? Y'all niggas just making excuses because you don't want to practice. I have wild broken bones in my body, and some of them are replaced by metal, and I'm still gonna get buck on a lot of y'all because I'm gonna practice. We still practice. We still practice. And we trying to get the new gen better. And we don't care about the respect from the generations before us, because we didn't have nobody doing what we doing to the new generation right now. We didn't have nobody looking at us like, oh, you tight, do this and then do this and try this. And then I'm going to go out there and support you and hype you up every step of the way. We didn't really have that, bro.
No.
We had to go out there in them streets, stomp our feet on that concrete, find them moves and test them out a day or a couple days later, man. To the new tracks that we just made up, and we don't even know if they sound tight because me and him just in a room labbing. And
not even mixing it.
Yeah, we not getting no other references from people. We just showing up with kill-offs and tracks.
And Krump shirts.
That's it. And clothes.
And clothes.
That's
For real.
Like, the state of the culture needs to understand that we are a real culture, bro. A lot of us are like looking for the outward to try and like pull in. It's like, we don't need nothing really. Mm-hmm. Like, the people that are here are the people that are here. We know everybody that got like the ego childs, just get over it, bro. Because we all got different resources that we can use, that we can benefit from, that we can make a bigger plateau for the next generation. Mm-hmm. So, that's that.
That deep sigh after.
Yeah, stay the Krump, bro. It's
Kevin.
Man,
Yes.
stay the Krump, bro.
Yes. Yes, please.
You know, the state of Krump though, bro, is I'm gonna look. There's pros and cons. You know what I mean? Of course, with everything. And the pros right now is I said this earlier. Like, Krump is in a sponge state right now, so it's absorbing a lot. You know what I mean? You got choreography now, you got production now, you got creative directing now. Shout out to Quenga. I'm telling you, everything is valid. Like, there's different lanes Krumpers can take now. I've worked for Quenga, like on Travis Scott, and people need to know that. There's people that worked for me on Busta Rhymes, like, but there's people in hip hop who worked for each other. You know what I mean? I would see Johnny Erasme getting choreographed by such and such, and then I'm like, what? Johnny Erasme? Mm-mm. Wait, Johnny Erasme got who under him, and he was just working with who? Or like, that's, you know what I mean? That's the type of unit, or I would say unity. That's the type of, like, it's embedded in that culture. Like, bro, we gonna work for each other one day. You know what I mean? We gonna work with each other and for each other. Let's get people on. Let's, you know what I mean? Let's do this. You come here. Like, if you stay with me, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? If you want to learn this, come with me, bro. You can learn some choreo, do this here. And like, we have that now. But we need to know, you know what I mean? We actually have that. And we need to, like, really put a highlight on that as far as the work is concerned. You know what I mean? I haven't been too much in Krump to know how it is as far as, like, the politics and stuff. I dibbled and dabbled, but it's not, none of the stuff that's been happening in Krump is dramaful enough for me to pay attention to. Like, I forgot about everything. I don't even know what happened last week. The biggest news in Krump, I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. But I'm always in tune with the movement. It's funny, you know what I mean? So I rather focus on looking at the movement. I'm focusing on things that we need. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can it grow? And you know, it's looking at the movie. It still needs to grow, bro. It's still in a growing stage. The 20s is the slowest age. Yeah. Them 20s, and I feel like Krump is in the 20s. That nice 25. Like, you know.
I got an idea. How about everybody not do it for real, but like, all right, just walk with me, okay? We in a new universe, right? Right now. We're gonna come back. Relax. We're gonna come back, but we there. Right now. Everybody drop their names in Krump right now. Drop their rankings in Krump right now. If you in a fam, drop that shit.
Drop that
Drop
name.
it right now. Everybody, drop it. All right? Now that feeling right there, all right? You feel that right there? If you feel like some clout just left from your back pocket,
yeah.
If you feel like your chances of winning a battle just decreased,
you are a bad
nigga, you need to practice.
Yeah. You need to practice.
Go ahead, pick that name back up. Go ahead, pick that rank back up. We're going to come back to this universe right here. But remember that feeling that you just had. Yeah. That's where we need to take Krump from right there.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do if I was nobody?
Yeah.
Whoa.
If I didn't have a name.
What would I do if I just learned Krump? If it was just me here with this Krump right here, dang, what would I do? What if I didn't know if I was gonna win this next battle because all my friends not gonna be there and I'm not gonna get the overhype from them?
Yep.
Man, what if I really gotta kill somebody off? What if I really gotta, Let's go back to that real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go back to really joining up. Hey man, what you laughing on? Oh man, let's go a couple rounds real quick. Let's just try that real quick, and then maybe we'll come up with some solutions as to who could go where and what could be done. We used to do that for fun, man. I was getting ready to go to the illest one time, and I just had hey man, y'all just battle me real quick. I feel like I need to. He started going crazy on me. I was like, all right, man, I think I'm done. He said, nigga, you ain't done. Get up. Turn the track back on. I was like, training. Yeah, training.
You got to, bro.
So,
you got to.
Let's try and get back to that. Because, we really ain't on nobody. But we trying to get there.
Yeah. Right. And you know what? It's a certain thing in Krump that I wanted to, put a highlight on, like the new generation. New generation should always come in curious. You know what I mean?
And unafraid.
Because, don't be scared, though. Like, when I came in, I had no class, but I came up in here. I was like, bro, I'm in here. I'm here with a whole different way. Somehow, some way it's going to happen. And then I met people with the same energy, like Beast. Me and Beast go back since, Del Taco, before talking about being the eyes. Like, you know what I mean? So we came in with something to prove. We didn't even come in really trying to get in fams or like trying to get into the eyes fam. It was just like, it'd be dope. You know what I mean? If we was like this.
He was going for the top people.
Yeah.
You wanted to battle B-Dash?
Yeah.
I think I wanted to battle either Lil B-Dash or Notepad.
Yeah. We was trying to so this new generation has to have, I don't know the new generation like that, but I feel hunger, and I think the new generation got to be a little hungrier. The icons, the Aubreys, like they surpassed that little hunger stage. You know what I mean? And not a lot of people can do that. And there's more out there though. It's just not them two. I just like them two because they've been standing out here in LA for me. You know what I mean? So a lot of similarities to like past Krumpers and like stuff that could help the culture as well. So but you gotta come into that mentality and prepare. Like me and M80, M80's my best friend. So we practiced for months and like years before we even stepped foot into a LA battle. You know what I mean? Like we studied, bro. Like we went to the realms. We seen like, all right, if we want to Krump, let's see if we really want to do this. You know what I mean? So you walk in and then the first realm, what if you walk in and like you see ER and then you see Tight Eyes and Crush and Solo all walk in. And these are like elite, like these are the ones that are battling. Rascals, Twin B-Dashes. Like Twin B-Dash? Oh my gosh, bruh. Jazzy Jeffs. Like, you know what I mean? The Baby Solos, which is the Baby Solo is my the old Baby Solo. He was my first friend, like Cannon, B-Lo, and Frost. He was Boy Solo. Them was my first friends, first like LA Krumper-ish. Like they had the LA Big Homie. You know what I mean? Those are my first friends. Like they used to come over to the crib, bro, and like mess with me and Jacob and Joey Brown out there in Ohio now. And he was under Cannon. And they mess with us because we had that mentality of just going for it. And like, yo, like we were like, what is in? Like, what is it? Like we were in the faces and stuff. And now this is gonna get a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? When you come into Krump, you gotta understand the history. Because you understand the history, it'll help you maneuver. What I mean by that, it gets deep. Ask, what was Krump with this church stuff? You know what I mean? There's still people manipulating people out here. You know what I mean? Like you may get manipulated into a situation where you get into a fam where you feel like you can't even get out now. You know what I'm saying? Because of what though? You know? There's fams that don't even know that they doing that to people. And there's big homies that don't even know that they trapping people like that because it's embedded in the culture. You don't even know you in it until you out. You're stuck until you out. So you got to make sure you're not in a place where you feel stuck at as far as fams. You know what I mean? So that's a part of the culture though. That's a part of Krump. The church stuff and that's the church stuff and the evil stuff and it's so many things with Krump, you know? And always know that God is bigger than all of this. First and foremost. It's bigger than Krump. I still don't, I be like, no. God is bigger than Krump. I really don't need Krump to like do anything, to be honest, you know? And if you believe in that, you know, type of thing. But have your own, when I'm saying that, have your own mind first. Have your own mind, have your own path. Take care of yourself first, you know. And and always, you know, ask questions, bro. Ask questions. Who's the OGs? You know, where did this move come from? What state was Krump in, you know, in this year? Like, what era was this? Why they don't bounce like that no more? How come they don't? If these questions are answered, you will start seeing it in your movement, dead ass, because the lack of knowledge, man. I'm telling you, stuff that don't got nothing to do with Krump helps you move better, but it has everything to do with Krump because the Krump's surroundings. You know, if there's a saying that the devil is still in the church too. So you gotta be, he's a deceiver. He's gonna play God. You know what I mean? He's a deceiver, but God's still there. You know what I mean? You always gotta know that. Like, come on now. God is still there. It's just don't be deceived because it's a lot of deceiving. You know what I mean? Especially to the females in Krump, to the always to the young males. You know what I'm saying? And young males don't get talked to a lot. So just know that. And there's great people out there, but you have to protect your mind and protect your heart because Krump will test you in the ring and outside of the ring. You know what I mean? For real, for real.
Yeah, that's the word right there. I would be curious to know, like, what was your guys' like practice regimen like on the come up, like behind closed doors?
Beast, you act like you don't know.
Right. No, they don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They don't know.
Because I was gonna say,
crazy.
Beast, what was it like?
Yeah.
I'm looking at you like, what?
Beast was setting us up
because they don't know.
Bro, let me tell you, man. Beast, without Beast coming in clutch like Kobe Bryant,
for real,
with the places to practice,
the blue box,
the blue box sessions, or yo, let me tell you,
overhyped.
If you watch Dragon Ball Z in that chamber where they sleep and they in the water, or they go to the different world and everything's heavy. They go to what's his name's Master
King Kai.
King Kai, yeah, yep. Chocolate Man,
Mr. Popo.
Mr. Popo. You know that world where it's everything heavy?
Yeah,
dog. That was the blue box because you gotta understand who was labbing in there. Like, you walk in and you see Mad Hatter. First off, how am I going to create a kill off in front of Mad Hatter? Mm-hmm. You turn around and Beast is like, you trying to, what? And then Spartan's like, hey, bro, look at this. And you like, And then ER is like, bruh, hey, you know what? I'm like, yo, this is a lot of people.
It was overwhelming.
Knucklehead.
Oh yeah.
Knucklehead is asking you what what should I do with this? I'm like, you're Knucklehead. Do a knucklehead move. You're Knucklehead. And then
For
you got
hours.
For hours. And when I mean hours, I mean
4 t-shirts.
When did you open the place?
Maybe like 9.
9, we'd get out at 3, 4.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 hours. I remember seeing 4 a.m. and we go to either Alberto's or McDonald's after to go get food. Bro, them lads, and when I mean every day, it was till 4 a.m. We go to sleep, wake up at like 10 or 11, go to Fantastic Burger.
Get that taco burger.
See what Beast is doing. Beast, is everything cool for this week? Yep. He be like, all right, overhyped. Then overhype.
Yeah, y'all gotta realize.
Wow.
These are labs that are like off days from the sessions. And back in the day, sessions were 4 out of 7 days of the week.
Dog.
We had the DC session on, what was that, Mondays. Then we had the skate park session on Tuesdays. And we had the 818 on Wednesdays. Then we had the overhype on Thursdays. Or was it Fridays? We had
Call a buck events.
It was Wednesdays.
What? Call a buck? Boy.
Okay.
Or Tuesday.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Skate park
Wednesdays.
was a Tuesday.
But then
Wednesdays was the overhype.
after. Because skate park was done when the split happened.
Oh.
was it?
Oh no, wait, no, Impact. They just had their own session.
Yeah,
and then
that's what I meant.
Yeah, so it was Tuesdays.
It was Tuesdays.
Because it was
Or was it
on skate
Wednesday?
park.
I think
Tuesday or
Wednesdays was
Wednesday?
overhyped.
Yeah,
bro,
I think it was Wednesday.
And nobody was going to 818s like that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I remember
It was
still going to some 818s.
Wednesday to Wednesday.
I think we
remember
like
that saying.
took a
Okay,
break.
Wednesday. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Some of them
Wednesday to,
took
yeah, then took a break. Overhypes, bro. Fights. Oh my God. Like we lived movie scenes, bro. All because of how bad we wanted to beat people. Like, bro. We didn't even really get training like from eyes like that. That was self-motivation. That was just energy. And
Waking up and hearing his stomps at 7:30 in the morning in the damn corridor. I'm like, all right, let me get my ass.
bro, had to though. Had to. When you were eyes, bro, I didn't know. I just knew I'm a eyes. I gotta be tight. I'm not losing. I don't even want to feel like I lost. I probably lost hella battles, and I don't care. But bro, I was like, I wasn't gonna. I was labbing like that. You're gonna catch me slipping, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. So 7 hours average a day.
Yeah, we would be sessioning, battling each other.
This is serious. Mook's Garage.
Yeah, Mook's Garage. Yeah.
That was a little before Blue Box, right? Well,
Or just like in between though. It was sometimes.
between.
Sometimes I would go to
Yeah.
Mook's Garage with just Mad Hatter. We wouldn't say a word. He just opened the garage, close it,
Yep.
and
Yo.
2 hours later, I made this. I'm like,
and that was my time. That was like the generation I came in. You got to understand, like Eyes and the B-Dashes and the people like Knuckleheads were doing more dancing before that. It was way more cutthroat. Before that, it was no talking, only battle. Like, you in the fam? Get up. No, you're not. I'm battling you. Or, what did you do? I'm battling you. Like, we're all battling you. We're battle, boom, bam, boom.
you missed the practice.
So, I missed all that. You know what I mean? There's that era right there when it was tall T era. Like, you know what I mean? Timberland era, like Krump King era.
The T-Slate Fit era.
Krump King era, Street Kingdom era is different. That's my era. Krump King era was different, bro. And I thought I was walking into that. I did a little bit, but Krump Kings was a different era, bro. Everybody was getting got off on, like, especially little homies.
Do you think like it could be duplicated in this era?
I believe
Like
it
sometime.
can. I believe it can. It's just, I think people got to know it's okay. People don't, you know what it is? We were this is going to make sense from what we talked about in the beginning. Krump Kings was before its time, so the branding was amazing. Everybody knew, you knew something. That branding was insane because it looked like they were the only things going. And this is why the business is important, because Krump Kings, how Krump Kings was ran, should be how it should be. A lot of stuff should be ran today. Like, to be 100. I don't know about certain things that people may not agree with, because I know there was some shit that happened, but the branding was stupid, bruh. Everybody knew who Krump Kings were.
In a nutshell.
This
might be the problem right here. Okay. In a nutshell. Think about it like this. First generation Krumpers. Who was Krumper before them? Nobody, right? So if they got it wrong, okay. The generation after them. Who taught them? Nobody. Why? Who knows? Then we got the generation after that, which is probably still not us. Who taught them? Nobody. Still did the same shit for years. Same leaders, same people still in play. Then you got the next generation, which is probably now us.
The fifth.
Right. Now we're the generation it's probably not that, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, now we have the people that are trying to get the knowledge. We're older now. First generation, when y'all was kids, now that y'all are older, y'all should have passed it down a little bit of knowledge to the next generation, but y'all didn't. And that generation didn't. And then that generation didn't. So we're still trying to figure it out. That's why everything is so up in the air, no hierarchy, no direction, no nothing. So just everybody strap your boots up and let's fucking figure out a direction instead of sitting here getting older, doing the same thing year after year after year, waiting for something to happen to Krump. Or someone. It's not gonna happen. No one's gonna tell you what to do. If you get in the fam that you want to get in, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get the training you want. You're not gonna get the bookings that you want. You gotta do it for yourself, bro. Individually, okay? Now that comes with a lot of things. People that want to take the business way. People that want to take the event throwing way, figure out what event planning really is.
Man, not the Krump way.
And that's sad that that's a thing. That the Krump way is such a derogatory and low bottom of the but it's a fact though.
I hate saying
us as a collective have to somehow raise the property value of Krump. All across the board. It's over with trying to let's go get some OGs, but we can't do that because this OG don't agree with this OG and this OG don't agree with this OG. But all of them OGs got individual clout that if we all put it together and if we all came together, we could
Captain Planet.
Exactly. But
I think in a prime example is Jabberwockies. Jabberwockies, little people do they know is Jabberwockies, they were their own leaders of crews, you know what I mean? Phil had Boogie Monsters, you know what I mean? I think Kevin Brewer had Super Galactic. Joe had Press Play. But they were all leaders, if I'm not mistaken. These were leaders of their crews that came together to make something that can go on forever.
Marvel Illuminati.
Yeah. The Illuminati. The Marvel. No, but it goes on forever now. Now they're giving other people opportunities. And that should be the all-in goal. My goal for me is to always progress to where I'm given opportunities. That's it. Because I won't run out of work. It's what you do with a blessing, bro. That makes it a blessing. So,
Most of the questions on
this Patreon.
I know,
once I start doing this,
bro. Most of the questions on the live was about what's y'all beef with,
Beef with eyes?
Yeah.
Oh no, I can answer that right now.
Go ahead.
Because the beef with tight eyes thing needs to
Sign
get
up
cleared.
to Patreon 2024,
saying
big
now.
dog. Nah, man.
Nah,
'cause
I'm
look-
saying now.
We'll decide to cut it, but go ahead. Get it off your chest.
The beef with eyes thing, people got to know how that go in a very simulated way. So I'm gonna just simulate a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna just
Okay, cool. I'll simulate
I'm
mine.
gonna simulate it. I stopped being on 7M. I heard a diss track saying my ex little homies is soft. After that, I don't think you should have said that. So now it started from there though. So when people be like, I've heard, if I'm not mistaken, like I shouldn't be like disrespecting eyes or something like that. Has that been a thing? I don't know. Maybe that's some Facebook trash or something.
Yeah, like a social media.
Yeah. But that thing, bro, I just don't believe in dissing and then you block somebody and then you dissing. Mm-hmm. And it's like I called you out and then you say no. And then but you call ex little homie soft. And I'm like, you can't for me, I believe if he's ever watching this, you can't keep abusing the Krump world, bro, and expect a reaction or whatever praise you want out of the Krump world. Like, you just can't keep doing that. Like, that's just like, it's abuse. It's verbal abuse. You know what I mean? You don't have to cuss at people to verbally abuse somebody. You know what I mean? So the Krump world is only going to react to how you come at it to be 100. And you can be a tight eyes. So when I heard ex little homie soft, everything went out the window. I was chilling before that. But don't call me soft. You know what I mean? Now, and that's just in Krump. In life, it's like, oh, whatever, bro. Like, come on, that's too deep. But you can't make a Krump diss but not be fully Krump about it. And that's surprising.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Don't diss me after you block. That's not even... You know what I mean? Like, what? I'm coming from this man, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the beef thing, it started from that. From there, simulation. Like, there's stuff that happened after I heard it, and, you know, there's some diss tracks maybe lying around somewhere, and I still want to battle. There's no smack talking. Like, I'm all for... I don't even know how to talk shit. I just know how to dance. I just know how to do that, post it, see what people say about it. Or do that and just see what people say about it. I don't even see what's the big deal. It's just Krump.
It's just a battle.
Yeah. So, respectfully.
What the fuck you looking at, man?
Simulation.
The simulation?
Whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's a simulated answer, man. Only because on the Krump side, it's like, why y'all weirdo niggas got so much of a fascination with this nigga to why y'all want to know why we beefing with this nigga? Mm-hmm. That was our friend. That was our fam member. That was our group member. That was our, like, how we handle shit is how we handle shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem with a lot of the Krump world. Like, that be you niggas that's sitting around waiting for somebody to tell you what to do in Krump, or like looking for the next direction, or like want to be in a spot that we was in. So
I was just about to say, or I want to be a eyes.
Yeah, like y'all want to be in that spot so y'all know what not to do. Like, go ahead and take that, man.
Take it.
Do what y'all want to do, man.
I'm with Beyonce.
This been my friend since before
Busted
Shall Not Be Named was my friend.
Shall not be named.
We broke bread together. We broke food together.
Man.
Been broke together. We had bread together.
Slept in the garage.
You feel me?
That's
same
real.
thing with my brother. Everybody that I call family and that's close to me has been the same thing. But once you violate that and you choose to stay on the other side of that, that's some real personal shit. I don't really feel like that's y'all business. And y'all gotta like get over y'all like fascination with this.
Fascination, bro.
I'm tight eyes. Now what? Nigga.
He gonna
Clip that.
Yeah.
But it's just buck for me. It's all buck.
Yeah,
bro.
that's all it is. Like,
Yeah, that
keep it
too
buck.
is all buck, man. I'm buck.
Yeah,
like
you notice
gotta
eyes.
understand, like I'm
Chaz,
always buck, man.
You notice, bro. You notice, bruh. You notice, bruh. Chaz, bro. You notice, bro. It's not. You notice, bruh.
You gotta sign up to the Patreon to hear my real response.
I can't even talk, bro.
That's why I said sign up to the Patreon 2024.
is this your good angle?
Yeah, that's the good one. Hit that ankle, bro. Hit it. Cause sign up to the Patreon 2024, man. Cause
we'll just leave it there, yeah. Because it's just buck, man. That's all it is.
Yeah,
and
man.
for the
Anything
people
outside of Krump and Buck, don't bring to me, man. Let's niggas.
I mean,
ready
that's
to
not
battle.
buck. What he's doing, not buck.
yeah.
Yeah, when niggas ready to battle, come with the battle in the tracks. I'm there with the battle in the tracks.
Like,
and
how
snacks.
tracky can it get?
How
Just do it.
tracky.
Just make a track, make a diss, meet me.
Yeah, we
get it over
outside,
with.
man. We every
gonna
outside. We so every outside. Every outside you can.
I was outside in 7M.
That's true. He made it hard to believe.
I made it. What? I was outside in
Like, well,
7M for
concrete
real.
normal.
Me and my girl getting lit. We were
Me and
lit.
Concrete were arguing like, well, I mean, he's talking to me.
Yeah,
so
I was like,
hey,
bro.
this is hard.
Cause the whole family. I know we going overboard, but
Nah, you
that
good.
shit was stupid, bruh. Cause I was chill. I was really. It's times where I'm talking to Spartan. You know what I mean? And me and Spartan stopped calling each other along the ways because I start figuring out that just wasn't that. I said, "Oh, this is another one of those things."
Yeah,
So that's when I said,
I would
"Oh,
actually love to speak to that publicly, though.
yeah, for
Because
sure."
I know it's gonna be people that see this dynamic and be like, "Wait," but just so y'all understand.
Mhm.
I know what the true meaning of friendship is.
Man.
Not like the bullshit meaning of friendship. I mean like the anime meaning of friendship. Like,
With the backstory.
yeah, like,
I'm about
like
to die.
The anime backstories.
that's how I get it in with, because like Krump was really a iridescent thing for me coming up in the beginning, and like the fam aspect was the thing that really kept me in it, other than like the fun shit in the streets. So the hood kid in me is still the hood kid. I'm still raised by hood principles, and that's pretty much all I know, other than the stuff that I learned in school.
The principle.
And YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, but that came later. So when you like me and this man done been through thick and thin like this,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the shit that we've been through together was because of shall not be named, and I couldn't
Man.
get nowhere. Like, I draw really hard lines, because when you get to a certain point of violation, I can't
Yeah, that's it.
see myself rectifying certain things. I wasn't in a point of, like, I wanted to still be mad.
Yeah.
Like, that was something that at the time I needed to work on, and I needed to, like, I didn't want to get over, because I needed it for fuel for certain things. You know what I'm saying? That's at the time where I was healing still from the accident. So it was just like a crazy time for me. And it's kind of still like that today. Like, I just don't want to be like associated with anything from that side, anything that's close in it. So it was like with Concrete, I'm like, that's my bro, but I gotta take a couple days off, because I can't. Like, I know this nigga's heart, and he love everything, and he remember the days, and I know it's gonna come to a time where he's over there, and and the boy's in the background, and he gonna say, you know what, both y'all niggas dumb. Stop this shit.
Yeah.
And I wasn't ready for that, because I wanted to still be dumb. Because I felt like I had all the right to be dumb. And I'm only saying it dumb, calling it dumb, because, you know, for layman's terms, for you people watching, it really wasn't a dumb stance that I took. But it was just, you know, a decision that I made for my better mental health, and a better decision that I didn't want to compromise on. I really went back and forth with that. I had to talk to people like about it. Like, I had to go to other people about it. Like, I had to seek counsel about it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, just give it a second, just let it, you know what I'm saying? So that's what that was. This is the,
For sure.
it wasn't no shady shit like, oh, nigga, you didn't fuck with that nigga, now you fuck with that nigga. Like, no, man.
Yeah.
And there was no battle that was needed
Right.
to mend any of these relationships and friendships.
Right.
I think the first time I saw Kevin, after all that, we just sessioned together and then we talked.
Yeah. Got that
Wowza.
off real quick.
Yeah.
It was like
That
that
was
with
the
Beast
best.
too. I didn't know what Beast was doing. I was like, I seen a.
I was at his hood. I was like,
Yeah, I seen a video with Beast and now not be named in a video or Instagram. I was like, nope. And then next time I saw him was in an event in Buffalo. He was like, "We gotta talk, man." I was like,
In the hood.
"Blunt with me first. Let me test you out. Let me test you out. Let me see what you."
Give me that.
they were the biggest puff.
Oh, this should be out, man.
I'm just saying. No, man, it was I think we should make that a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like 17 chapters of that. 7 chapters.
17.
I'm crying.
It looks like the
That
office,
face was
bro.
crazy.
Like the office.
All right, that was Beast Camp Podcast, State of the Culture, man. Season 4, episode 2.
It ain't done yet.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, you know how we do it here. They can come back whenever, how many times, with different guests, same guests. And yeah,
We gotta get busted here.
it's a lot to talk about. So,
Busted here? Come on, boy. We gotta get
in
busted.
Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
I agree to that.
And that's how it ends.
I receive.
In Jesus' name. We
See
receive.
that.